You are now tuning into the Live Life Podcast with the one and only Jose Argueta.
Gotta live life, no pause or rewind. Big dreams on the mind where we grind. From the sunrise to the moon shines, I'ma get my peace in due time.
What's up, everyone? We're back. I want to give you guys a little disclaimer. If you guys hear snoring in the background or little feet, making noise, that's my boy Tank. He's here today. He wanted to come with Dad, see what he does. So he's over there chilling right now in his bed with the producer, all right? So just want a little minor disclaimer, give you guys a heads up, all right? There's no bad audio here. It's just a lot of snoring. Oh, man. So I have two lovely guests here sitting across from me. I got the privilege to meet them through a club that I recently joined not too long ago, but I've been going since last year. I want to say I started going like in October, November. And, I started meeting new people, developing new friendships, and meeting new people as far as business individuals that, want to become something more than just working 8 to 5. And it's 8 to 5. It's not 9 to 5. I don't know why people say 9 to 5. It's 8 to 5, right? Or 7 to 3 or what is it? 6 to 3, right? Yeah. Or 7 to 4, right? Yeah, 7 to 4. It's not 9 to 5. Maybe 9 to 6. When I used to work at Home Depot when I was young, it was 9 to 6, all right? So get it right, people. But anyways, I had the privilege to meet this couple, right? And first I met, Chris. And then a few weeks later, and then I met his lovely wife, Liz. And, we kept, bumping each other every meeting. And the place that where we met and we're part of is called Alisa Rotary Club. And I feel proud to be a member there, all thanks to producer Luis, which is a grandmaster behind the cameras. And I feel like, it's been a journey because when I dove into my entrepreneur business for the second time, the first time I failed and I had to go back to the drawing board and I had to figure out, okay, how am I going to make it this time, right? And through meeting new people telling me, hey, you should go here, you should go there, especially Luis, hey, you should join the Rotary, and which I did, and opened a lot of opportunities for me. And it's been a blessing ever since, especially building this friendship, new friendship, And I'm excited. I've been seeing them on social media. They've been hustling as a couple. And that really put a smile on my face because on the weekends, I'm my wife's employee. For free. I don't get paid at all. All I get paid is just a little $7 meal.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I know. Not even medium size or large, just regular size, But anyways, and I know the hard work that it takes to work as a couple. Sometimes I get under her skin. Sometimes she gets under my skin, right? But I feel at the end of the day, we both love it. And that makes working together like more funner, right? I don't know. I'm speaking for myself,
Definitely does.
Yeah, because sometimes I tell my wife, hey, you shouldn't have done it like that. She look at me like, who's doing it? Who knows? And I'm like, okay, this is my cue. Shut up, right? Yeah. So, I feel like we connect in that aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I usually start this episode with a proper introduction. All right. So I'm gonna read a proper introduction to you guys. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Tonight's episode is a special one because we got not just one entrepreneur, but a husband and a wife, a team that is building a life, a business, a future together from the ground up. From the roots tied deeply to the Mexican culture and family values to creating a business and chasing freedom, giving back to the community and balancing the marriage with entrepreneurship. Tonight's guests represent what a real partnership looks like behind the scenes. She's creative, driven, and passionate about helping people while also raising awareness and funds for cancer research through the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. He's a business-minded entrepreneur born and raised here in Salinas, California, focused on building something meaningful through hard work, sacrifice, and vision. Together, they co-own and operate growing, Rewind?
Revive and Thrive Drunk Removal.
There you go. While continuing to push each other towards bigger goals, more freedom, and a meaningful life. Please welcome Liz and Chris.
Thanks, Jose.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited to be here.
I know. When was it we talked about? Did we talk about it on the golf?
Yeah, so
it was in golf
on our Cinco de Mayo event, which was on a Monday, though.
Yeah.
We briefly talked about it, right?
Yeah. Was it that day or was it the previous Thursday night.
No, I think it was that day when
Really?
we were discussing. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is like I saw you guys so
Well,
tight.
It was
I'm-
on the 4th.
Actually, you're right. I think we briefly talked about it before.
Yeah, we
Thursday
did.
before, and then we talked about it more on on that Monday of the
Yeah.
golf tournament.
Yeah, we made it official because I believe we were all under a little bit under the influence of alcohol.
Maybe just a little bit. It was a great time though, right?
It was.
That was your first golf tournament, right?
Yeah, it
I
was.
think
It was.
second or third, right?
It's like our third.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you guys been there for 3 years then?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
3 years.
At least.
We're going on 3
At
years.
least.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's been great though.
Yeah, it was my first one as a volunteer. I loved it. I mean, I feel privileged I was able to take that grupito, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was.
Er-
They did really good.
Everybody had fun.
Yeah.
I do not think that they can go back to doing it without music now.
I know.
That's my
We set the standard? Yeah.
I think so.
I think it did. Honestly,
That's
like
my opinion.
Yeah.
you know, last year was fun, but I think this year was one for the books. I mean,
Yeah.
just overall from everything and to the music, you know, it was
Yeah.
a great time. So
I think people enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Nah, but like going back to the conversation we had before we hit record, was that seeing a couple so close, right? I understand that behind the scenes we have our ups and downs, our challenges as in a relationship, right?
yeah,
But when you see a couple like, especially like you two, right, and you guys are in social media, you're in social media posting every little detail, it puts a smile on my face because it's just like, you know what? Even though me and my wife don't do it like that, you guys do it, but it's just like, I know, I'm glad to know that we're not the only ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That we're working together and we're trying to build something bigger for our
Absolutely.
future, right? And then seeing you guys, los cigarros,
we love a good cigar, you know.
all fancy. I don't know how many cigars you smoked that day, bro, but
Hey, let's not talk about that, man. But let's just say 1, 2, 3, you know, like maybe
man,
4 off.
it was funny. I ended up getting a headache, dude. It was like around 3:00. I was like, man, I have a headache. I'm pegó la cruda, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It was fun that day.
Yeah, so, I saw that and I was like, mire algo en ustedes que it was just pure. You know what I mean? Pure. And that really was like, okay, I need to have them in the podcast. I need to talk to them. I need to, hear their journey. You know what I mean? Because I know it was not easy.
Yeah.
Having an idea and then making it happen is not easy.
Yeah.
There's doubts. There's second guessing ourselves, right? Is this going to work out?
Yeah.
And sometimes either he or she don't see it the way the other partner sees it. Pues si quieres hacerlo, hazlo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
But
had to, right?
yeah, and I've seen it.
Absolutely.
I
We
had
had to, yeah.
I've seen it and it's crazy. I remember when I ventured up on my first entrepreneurial journey, mi wife me dijo, I'll support you as much as I can. Y pues obviously things didn't go the way I wanted,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it sucked. But it taught me a valuable lesson. One, that was like never give up. Two, it's not gonna be pretty. Three, maybe you need to work a little bit harder than others,
Yeah.
And four, I got to see the true support of my wife, even when I felt like the world was coming down on me, she was there supporting me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. All right, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's figure this thing out. All right. And I did. So
Yeah.
far, it's been good. So far, it's been good.
I love
Right?
that.
Yeah. Well, but como yo, bro, me pongo a pensar, dude, I've been through so much.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, God, throw me a freaking bone here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, déjame.
Yeah.
Pues
I
que
hear
te
you on that.
cojones,
Yeah, come on. You're like, time out. Give me a little bit of
Yeah,
time out.
come on, ahí está otro.
Come on, right?
But anyways, all right, let's get down to knowing who are you. All right, ¿quién son ustedes? All right. First and foremost, I want to know cómo se conocieron. How did you guys meet?
Oh, you want to hear it, huh?
I want to hear it.
Well,
Oh no, hold on, time out.
oh,
Before we start, I forgot to give you guys a gift.
oh.
See, the conversation was so cool.
Yeah.
I was just like, I have a sponsor que se llama Maria from Hoax Beef Jerky.
Oh,
Beef jerky
Maria, wow.
thank you, Maria.
made here in San Luis, California with love.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
There you go. Enjoy
Thank
it.
you.
Oh my
Enjoy
God.
Appreciate
it.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I love beef jerky. Beef jerky, so you're speaking my language with that. So I'm excited to try it.
Oh, yeah,
you.
yeah. All right, now let's move forward.
All right.
So, ¿cómo se conocieron? A ver,
Well,
¿qué es esta historia de amor?
so we had crossed paths before and, didn't think much of it. My mom would always tell me, oh, there's this cute girl, you should talk to her. And I was kind of going through life, like, oh, ma, I don't know, maybe I'm not for her, She's like, no, pues habla con ella. But I was like, nah, whatever. So life kind of happened, life goes on. And one day, happened to see this girl again, and I told my dad, I was like, hey, pa, like, look at that girl. She's kind of cute.
Did you realize it was me though?
I didn't realize it at first. No, I didn't realize it. So that was the thing. So at first I just...
I'm just wondering, like it just came to my mind, like, yeah.
No, it didn't hit me right away. So then after a little bit, I was telling my dad, like, oh, se me hace muy bonita la muchacha. Oh, and the location. The location was at the sports complex. So there's a pulga that they used to do on a Wednesday before. Now it's on a Friday, I think. So that day, my dad and I went to go get a baked potato. And this pretty girl that I seen was also getting a baked potato at the same stand that we were at. So once again, backtrack or fast forward, whichever way. I kept telling my dad, like, oh, and he's like, go talk to her. I was like, no, I'm kind of shy, like had my long beard. I was just kind of like, yeah, I wasn't in the right fit. So. Exactly. So then my dad, after a little bit, like, I kind of told him, oh, I think that's the girl my mom told me about. And so, after a little bit, I kept looking at her and I thought, she was smiling at me. That's what I thought. I mean, she can tell you otherwise right now. She can tell you her side. And so I was like, oh, me estaba chiviando, like I was looking all shy. I'm like, I was like, oh, she keeps looking over here. I'm like, damn. My dad's like, go talk to her. And I'm like, I can't. I was kind of shy. So, so then finally, one day, or no, that same day, actually, I somehow came across her Instagram. I added her, and it took her like 2 days to finally add me
to confirm.
And yeah, so she finally confirmed me. I went into her page and I was just like, oh dang it, I think it is a girl. So I finally confirmed that it was a girl because reached into her DMs. I was like, hey, how are you? And so yeah, I'm gonna stop there just because I want to hear her side of the story, or she can tell you a little bit about how it was,
So,
maybe from her side.
How long ago was it when your mom first told you about her?
Shoot, I mean,
before that happened,
I think I must have been at least anywhere between 18 and 20, somewhere around there.
Oh, so sí pasó tiempo.
Yeah, so it was a long time.
Yeah.
It was a long time, but
¿Y cómo tu suegra te conocía?
So there is mutual friends and family.
Oh.
Yeah. That's so I had seen her like at parties and stuff.
Mhm.
And I always saw his parents and his younger sister. They would come around and I was like, oh, they're really nice people, like in my head. But that's it. Like I knew they had a son, but I had never really like came across him. Yeah. So that day, my side of the story, right? So I go with my mom and my sisters, and I had gotten out of school at this point. I was going to CSUMB, and then the previous week, because the pulguita was just starting out, we had gone to get a baked potato, and they wanted to go again. I was like, oh, no, I don't know, I'm tired, like feeling kind of lazy. I don't really want to go, but I was like, oh, okay, fine, let's go. I gave in. Y también yo bien casual. I had a cap, like my hoodie, like my vest, sin tenis, sin jeans, y todo, no makeup, So like, I don't know. I was like, oh, I caught his attention. Okay.
She's out.
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
Anyway, so we were in line, my sister and I, to get the baked potatoes, and it was really funny because the person that helped us, it was a young guy too, and like, so they give you the tickets for the baked potato, and they're pretty long, but the way that he gave it, like it made it feel like the ticket was very short, and so we like touched his hand, but like not wanting to touch his hand, and so that's why I was smiling, and like my sister and I were talking about that, like, oh haha, that was weird, right?
Dang.
And so he
That's
thought
crazy, right?
that I was flirting with him or
Sí,
something.
Hey, but why was she looking in my direction?
No, but I did keep looking at him though. Like he did catch my attention, but I wasn't.
What was it? Was it his eyes?
Así todo despeinado y todo, huh? Maybe that's what it was.
No, what was it? Was his eyes, sus lentes, su barba?
His features in general, yeah.
Make me blush right now.
Damn.
Oh, it's might be the light, huh?
His eyebrows, his eyes, his beard.
Yeah. She was making me blush. I know, damn. They hide behind the mic.
But yeah, that's how we met. This was in 2017. I was 21.
Okay.
And he was 23.
Yeah.
Wait, so okay. So that's how you That was okay. So
That's
ese día
what
que lo
we met, but not. We didn't start talking that day.
well, es cuando se
Nos
echaban los
flechamos,
ojitos,
yeah.
echaban los ojitos. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sí, sí.
So ¿qué hiciste tú cuando he sent you the DM?
He sent me the friend request, right? And like back then, I think we both had like our accounts private, and the Instagram didn't even show you the pictures. Like you couldn't even click on them to make it bigger. Like it was just super tiny.
Yeah.
And then I see it, and then I go to my sister's room, and I was like, "Is this the guy from the Pulita?" And she's like, "No, I don't think that's him." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Y me la pensé for like 2 días, traía la espinita, right? Because I kept my circle very small back then. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to accept it, whatever, right? And then like 30 minutes after I accepted it, he like slides into my DMs.
Damn.
Real quick, I didn't waste no time.
Hey, good job, bro. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Good job.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Same, bro.
It's not, you know, how maybe I should have approached her in person, but I had to go for the shot. I had to shoot my shot, right?
Yeah,
So,
hell yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it worked out how it was supposed to. Because
Yeah.
that person, honestly, it probably would have been a little shy myself. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I mean, I think that's her side, right? And I'll kind of continue.
That's how we met. Yeah.
Yeah. So then after we talked for like, we were just messaging and texting for almost a month or two. And finally, I kept trying to have a date with her, and she's like, "No, like let's just get to know each other first." And so finally, like I got the date, and we went for a hike to Fort Ord. That was our first official date.
Nice.
And
Because I didn't want to go to dinner or anything else.
she didn't want to eat in front of me.
Wow. Dude, I'm telling you and my wife will get along.
Yeah.
One of our first days was hiking. I still have that.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't feel comfortable eating with you. In front of you
Ooh,
on the first date.
Really?
Yeah.
You're from a Mecca. No, dude, that's it. That's all. My wife wasn't comfortable there. Oh man, I can tell you that right now. But anyways, you guys went.
So we went on our hike, and like honestly, like
Just for an hour.
yeah, it was quick, but it just felt right. Like it didn't feel weird. Like I felt like I've known her for a while. Like I was just
felt smooth.
yeah, it felt smooth. Nothing felt awkward. Like it just felt like it was a really nice moment. Honestly, I mean, that's what I think for myself. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it was really nice. I think one of the first things that like um I liked about him right off the bat is that when I was gonna get into his car, he had like a sporty car, and he's like, "Oh, be careful with the seats,
They had like
when
bucket seats.
when you sit down, you don't want to like hurt yourself." So I was like, "Oh, he's thoughtful, like that meant a lot to me." I was like, "Okay,
You're like,
he's a good
check.
person."
Yep.
Like that was already like a good sign.
Yeah, it's
for me.
because the edges of the seat are like
Yeah.
hard. So I was just like, hey, just be
Yeah.
careful when you get inside. Like I was trying to be thoughtful about it.
Yeah.
Luego.
Yeah. So that happened.
So after that, I'm sure you guys had further dates. You know what I mean? And to what point?
Kinda. Well, so we hung out, and shortly after, she was gonna be going to Mexico in December. So I think this might have been like mid to late November, and she was gonna leave on December. My birthday's December 16th. She was leaving on the 17th, right?
Yeah, something like
it
that.
was
Yeah.
like right the next day. So, we had gone to get dinner and watched a movie. And so that day I had already kind of had it planned out in my head that I was going to ask her to be my girlfriend, which was the 13th of December, 2017. And so I kind of already had everything mapped out in my head. So then I was like, I'm not too sure I'm hungry all the way yet. So then and I was like, no, never mind. Let's go. Or no, I was like, let's go to the movies first. And then I was like, no, wait, let's just go eat. Because I kind of already had everything planned out. So I was like, I'm just going to follow everything. So then we went to get some food in Monterey. And then after the food, we went to go watch a movie. And after the movie, we were walking back to the car. And like all of a sudden, I just got quiet. And Liz noticed it. And what'd you say? You asked me if I was okay, right?
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, are you okay? Like you're really quiet."
Did you feel it? Did you feel he was gonna say something?
I didn't know he was gonna say something, but like we were fine, we were laughing and everything, right? Walking out, and then all of a sudden he gets really quiet. I was like, "Okay, that's a vibe change. What's going on?"
Yeah. So I was already like feeling it. I'm like in my head, I was just thinking like now or never, now or never, now or never. Like that was my
For the
thought.
kill, yeah.
Yeah, I had to go for the kill. So like we got to the car and I grabbed the door handle and I opened it and she was about to get inside and I was like, Liz, wait. And then like, and then she's like, yeah.
Telenovela right here.
Yeah. And so then I basically asked her in Spanish. I was like, Liz, ¿quieres ser mi novia? And
Me
Jeez.
dijiste
or
con todo
oh yeah, con todo
respeto, ¿te
respeto.
gustaría ser mi novia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
So and then she said
And
no.
I said,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What'd you say?
he said, yeah.
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 So
En español dijiste sí.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Uh-huh.
rest is
And
history.
I gave him a hug.
Yeah. We gave
Oh,
a hug and
a kiss.
we were holding
No,
hands.
not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
no, we were just holding hands for the first time.
For the first time.
On our way home, and my hands were all
Sweaty.
sweaty, just like they are now, because I got a little nervous.
Damn.
But yeah, it was like
Our
our hands were shaking and stuff. But
Wow.
yeah, the rest is history.
You know what? That was pure love. That's what it was.
Yeah,
It was because every man's journey when they find the love of their life is not how it was when it was the first love. What I'm trying to say is that cuando I mean, I don't know about you, right, bro? I don't know if you had any other relationships before you met your wife, right?
yeah,
But like for me, like when I met my wife, I was like, boom, like she did something that I was like, okay, she's the one that I want to spend the rest of my life.
yep.
You know?
I had that feeling with her.
And yeah, you had other relationships, but I never had that vision. Maybe si me voy a casar con esta persona.
Yeah.
That was it.
Mm.
Pero when I was at mi esposa, it was like, she did something. I was like, okay, she's the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
I do agree with you on that. Yeah,
So
that's how it was for me.
Hearing you guys' story, I was like, dude, it was just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's how. I mean, I just had that feeling that I knew it was her from the start. Like once we started hanging out, getting to know each other more, like I just had it in my heart that like she's the one.
Dude, I kind of just want to say, you know what? Let's just talk about relationships, eh? You know?
Right? We can talk about this all day. Huh?
I know. We
Dude,
keep
es que
going.
sí, la verdad, su relación de ustedes is kind of like, not like mine, right? But it's just like, dude, it's cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hella cool, yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it, but the next one I'll bring my wife and we'll go.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'd love to do that. Yeah,
Yeah. I'll bring my wife and we'll go all talk. What's up?
that'll be fun.
Yeah. So, okay, that was awesome. All right, so you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. You guys are getting to know each other, and obviously, as you guys are growing as a couple, what was some things that you guys learned from each other? You're like, oh, okay, is he stubborn or she's stubborn or she's hard headed or he's hard headed or like, what was the first thing that you're like, oh, okay, now I see this different side of her? What was your first thing of him? Like, okay, I never seen this side of her. Of him, que diga.
Well, for me, like I told him, like I had like standards, obviously, but I didn't have like a checklist. I feel like a lot of girls sometimes like have like this like very detailed checklist of what
Mhm.
they want. I just want like a good person, that respects me, values me,
Mhm.
etc. And something that I told him is like I've told him before multiple times, like you surpass my expectations. Like I can't tell you exactly what my expectations were, but like you checked. If I had boxes, you checked more than the boxes that I had. He's like really like a genuinely like cool person. He's very caring, towards me, towards his family, towards people. Like if he sees someone in trouble on the side of the road, like he'll get off the car, no questions asked, like no second thoughts, like to help.
Mm.
And that's something that I was like, wow, they really impressed me about him. And he is, I mean, he knows how to do a lot of things. Y lo que no sabe, like lo aprende, and that's something I really respect about him as a man. Like
Yeah.
he's so smart in that sense too, and like he has an ambition, to do something bigger and better, and I'm all for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, bro?
Yeah, honestly, like she's more than I expected to, especially like I love how loving and caring that was like something big for me and like loving caring towards her family, but also towards mine, like that was
Yeah.
something very important for me, and she was that with my family. I also love how she's always been very supportive of me, like very caring, very always looking out for me, making sure like I mean, before I was a merchandiser, I used to merchandise for Oreo.
Mhm.
If I was out on the road, hey, have you ate? Like just little things that
Was that Keebler? Keebler or
no, it was
Nabisco?
Nabisco. Yeah,
Nabisco. I used to work for
Nabisco.
Keebler, bro.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I remember. Keebler was our
Yeah,
competition.
yeah,
And then they started going out, and we were still there. So,
I know.
yeah. But she's super loving. She's super caring. She's always supported me. Like I always have some crazy ideas, and she's always there for me through thick and thin. Like, like it's just She's more than I could have ever asked for,
Yeah.
honestly. Like I love her with all my heart, and
Nice.
she continues to support my craziness. And I mean, now we're at Revive and Thrive, and she's still supporting. Like,
Yeah.
um, but I really love how caring she is towards me and towards my family and towards a lot of people.
It's really, really, really beautiful, dude. Really beautiful. Yeah. Y sí se ve. Se ve in the way you guys carry yourselves. Se ve how you guys talk to everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to say this, and no los conozco mucho. El poquito tiempo que los tengo conociendo is like, I feel like we could definitely hang out, have a barbecue. And it's going to be like we've known each other for a
Yeah,
while. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah. It's just like, it feels like that. And that's what I like about the Rotary, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like an outsider. I remember the first time I joined this one, it was called used to call Le Tip of Carmel. It was me and this other guy, but only two Mexicans guys. The other guy, construction guy.
That was different, huh?
Yeah, and and dude, I felt like an outsider, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we used to meet, and it's just like, everybody has their crews.
They're
Yeah,
click.
Key and Rory, hell no, dude.
It's like an extended family. I mean,
I
honestly, it's
love
just so
it.
welcoming.
I
Like,
love it.
Welcoming, yeah.
Yeah, I love it, dude. I love it. Now that I go to the gym, donde va Laino,
oh yes.
Juanillo, y luego Armando,
Armando,
dude.
that's
Oh,
good.
it's so funny walking in, they're there, and it's just like, we just start picking at each other.
Yeah. So you go to the same gym with those guys?
Yeah, it was
Cool.
funny because I got the membership like in January, and then I went and un día me encontré a Armando there. I was like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" He was stepping out,
Oh.
and then I'll go different times. And then one time I went early, I estaba Lino, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?"
You're like, what the heck?
Y luego Juanillo, like, "Oh, what the heck, dude?" I was like,
Oh, was there, huh?
yeah, so it's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
a lo que voy es de que ustedes tienen a good chemistry, good charisma. You guys carry yourself really, really good. You guys, se les ve pues the humbleness you guys have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I was like, cool. You guys are cool people.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
also, I just want to add, like, she's really helped me get out of my comfort zone on certain things too. Like, she still pushes me to this day, which is cool. Like, not everyone's gonna do that. Not everyone's gonna want to see you bloom or do more. And she believes in me, which is huge. Like, not everybody does.
Yeah, and it's amazing to know, bro, that our biggest support is gonna be our partner.
Yeah.
That's our biggest support is gonna be our
Yeah.
partner. And when you don't get the support from that partner, then it says like, okay,
Yeah.
either we sit down and talk or we go our separate ways.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean, I always told my wife, like, hey, dude, si tú llegas a un punto donde like you don't feel the same, just tell me.
Yeah.
Either we'll try it out or you go your way and I go my way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But the point is that communication is number one,
For sure.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So obviously you guys are dating, years are going by, you graduated a degree in kinesiology with them.
Yeah.
So what made you get into that?
Into kinesiology.
Yeah.
So at first I went in undeclared into CSUMB. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then so speaking to my counselor, I was like, I kind of want to do therapy, I want to be a therapist, an occupational therapist. And she's like, oh, well, kinesiology is the way to go. That's your field. I was like, okay. Then I went there and I actually took my prereqs too because I was going to go to grad school and stuff. So I was like ready to apply to grad school. But after, being in school for so long, I was like, oh, I want to take like a year break, right? And so at this point, we had been together for 6 months to a year, less than a year.
No, I think it was like already.
I don't know. But anyway, no, because we weren't engaged yet.
It's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And so he wanted to start a Western apparel brand. And so
Oh, you?
yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
We still have it, by the way.
2018.
Really?
2018. So we went all in during that time with that. And so I was like, you know what? I never thought about myself like as being an entrepreneur or business. I would have never majored in business. And pero me llamó la atención, I liked it and I was like, okay, like all right. And then I just didn't end up going back to school. Life has taken me on a different path, but yeah, that's
I saw it in her. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
you would be good for business.
Yeah. So what was your like?
So
like-
we have a clothing line. It's called Western Fanatics. We still have the merch out there at a local store.
It's kind of like on a pause, but we want to eventually pick it back up. It's pretty cool because even at my rancho, I've seen people wearing it.
Yeah, we still see it around Salinas too.
So it's like Western stuff.
Yeah, so we used to have jackets, hats, vests, like shirts. We did a little bit of everything, and
Why did you put it on pause?
so we started doing good actually. When we started in 2018. So from 2018 to 2019, it was just kind of escalating up, and it was doing good, and we were super excited about it. And then the unfortunate happened, COVID, the nasty word, the nasty C word. COVID happened, so then we lost a lot of our connections. We started losing out on a lot of stuff, and it was hard to get merchandise, and so we kind of like fell off, and we slowed down for a bit, and then we tried to kind of kick it back up again, and we had ordered like a new set of stuff, and we were pushing it out there, and we're just kind of trying to, do pop-up events and do a lot of things like that. But I don't know, we just kind of fell off with it. Like, it's a lot of work too,
It is, dude.
businesses in general.
It's a lot of
It is.
And it's like on a pause, but it's still there. If you can still find the merch around town.
Yeah.
So like, the plan is to bring it back, but right now the focus is the junk removal business,
No, yo sé cómo es ese business, bro, the retail, the apparel. My wife's actually, before COVID hit, she had this idea that she wanted to start a boutique. And I was like, go for it, dude, do it. I'll back you up. So COVID happened. So she got like this big old batch of clothes. She'll go to LA. She got her whole wholesale license. Y se iba por una semana, dude.
Yeah.
Shop around y llegaba con la troca llena de cosas. And I was like, dude, why it took you so a week? So, because I want good quality stuff.
Yeah.
And then pop-ups started happening on COVID, right? Dude, she was... Poníamos nuestro puestito de 10x10, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
And then
same.
ponía su cero de ropa y shoes. Primero fue Sofia Boutique. And then she ventured off to the boutique, yeah. And then, so anyways, it was popping, dude.
Yeah.
Popping. But then life happened. Something happened that her mom got sick. So we had to put it on a pause. But I've seen the work that behind that, porque pues yo era el que bajaba todo.
Yeah. I mean, clothing brands are a whole monster of its own, like.
Yeah, dude. Like, well, for her, it was more like people started catching on what she was doing. So they'll go every event that she will be on the pop-up, Eva, and they'll go through her clothes. Y no compraban nada, nomás miraban la etiqueta.
Yeah.
And se iban. And when they said, hey, where are they? It's because they want to know where I'm buying my stuff.
Yeah.
So if you notice, ella cosía su brand. Quitaba el brand y cosía el de ella. Dice, I bust my ass for a week trying to get the good quality clothes.
Yeah.
Somebody just to come and find out where I buy it, they could buy it.
Yeah.
But it became really, dude. We used to carry that kind of stuff, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if you guys
I know
how those were.
Oh, we bought a trailer and
dude,
so we know how it is.
We'll load up her car and then we'll load up my truck. My truck gave out all the big stuff, the mannequin. Una vez se voló la mano de un maniquí, dude. That was funny.
It must have been waving high as it was going.
But it's just like, yeah, dude. I mean, apparel is really, really, it's a different level.
Especially during that time, right? Like we said, during the COVID times. And then you mentioned your wife's mom getting sick. My mom got sick during COVID too.
Yeah.
And so it's just, there's different factors that really made it hard for us to like push the business at that point. So that's why, we put it on the hold.
Well, I know that before the podcast I said that don't worry, I'm not going to ask any political questions or religion things, but I'm a firm believer that God does things for a reason, right? So if you put that dream on hold, look where you guys are at right now. You guys are scaling right now. You guys are getting traction on social media. You guys are, exposing yourself out there because you believe in something, right?
Definitely.
So todo tiene su tiempo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't believe that, but it took me a while to believe it.
Believe that.
Yeah. So, yo sé que no lo ven como like a bad thing. You guys don't see it as a bad thing, but it's just like it sucks to know that certain circumstances, like your mom, your wife's mom, we had to put it on hold, right?
Yeah.
But look where you guys are at.
Yeah, things always happen for a reason.
Yeah.
We don't understand at the moment, but later on we come to realize why.
At Juan Avila Photography, we specialize in capturing decisive headshots and portraits that tell your unique story. Serving Salinas, Monterey County, and beyond, Our high-quality images reflect your professionalism and authenticity. Whether for corporate teams, executives, or personal branding, let us elevate your image with headshots tailored to your needs. Book your session today.
I also saw that both of you guys got a real estate license, or it was just you?
Yeah, both of us, yeah.
Yeah. What was it that you guys like, hey, let's do real estate? Or was that after the Pearl or what?
Well, for me, it was
Trying
so
to
one
think
of the
timeline, yeah.
yeah. So for me, one of the last jobs I had was working at FedEx. I used to deliver, packages for FedEx Ground, and um, like I said, I've always had that entrepreneurship mindset, just kind of like wanting to do my own business, like
Yeah.
um, something. I guess my philosophy or my phrase or my thing that I've always had all my life is I've been helped, so I want to be able to help others, right? And also like the other thing too is um, like why make someone else wealthier when you can work on yourself and make, build something from your own,
Yeah. Right.
So those are like two of the things I always think about, right? And um, so was at FedEx Ground, and so then I was like, dang, my dad had been telling me for years, like, get your license, And so then I kind of thought about
His
it.
dad has his real estate license, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So my dad also has his license. He's had his since 2006, but he used to work for the county of Monterey.
Oh.
But for a while he was like, I am thinking of letting it go. But then I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna get my license. He's like, oh, I might just keep it. I was like, all right. So then I started studying for it. I was hanging out with people who were in real estate, and there was a little group we joined. Like my dad had told me about that. Like just some people would hang out, and they were wanting to get their licenses and this and that. And I was like, okay. So it kind of sparked it up again. And so I was like, I'm gonna get my license. So I studied for it, and my big support system, Liz, she helped me out. I'm not very good at studying, but I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy, So like she helped me study and was like, hey, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm outside working on my car. I was doing something. She's like, you should probably go inside and study. Like she'd call me up, like,
Let's get on the computer. I was at home at my house. I used to live at my parents' house. He lived at his parents. I was like, órale, hay que ponernos a estudiar. Y so yo me ponía a estudiar con él.
yeah, she would push me. So like,
So you started studying just to help him out and
Yeah.
end up taking the test?
well, that's
I was just like, come on, like I'll study with you type thing. Like it wasn't like I'm gonna, study for myself. I was just trying to help him pass the exam. Because he's like, I'm not a good test taker. I was like, I'll show you how to take tests.
Yeah.
she helped me and I passed the first try.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So then, I got my license. I got in it. I got it during COVID. It's crazy times.
Like he's like, you already know how to do it. He's like, why don't you get your license?
Yeah. So I kind of pushed her. I'm like, you already studied. Why not get it? Because I'm like, we're kind of just kind of pushing and navigating through life and just trying to do things, So like, I was like, hey, you should get your license. And she's like, I was like, you already helped me study. Why not you do it? She's like, yeah. So then.
And I think during that time is when my mom was sick, right?
Yes.
I was home, so I had the time to study, and I was her caregiver. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my license too. So it was during that time as well.
And then you guys were still boyfriend girlfriend, or you guys were engaged?
Oh, we were engaged at that time.
Yeah,
Actually, I forgot to say. So after 1 year of being boyfriend and girlfriend, I proposed a year later, right? So
on our first year anniversary.
Nice.
yeah. So that's why back to what we were saying. Like I just knew she was the one. So a year later, I proposed.
Where'd you propose?
Out in Monterey, in front of what is it? The city of Monterey, I think it was. In front of a big tree that they always decorate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where people take like their wedding pictures.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Were you expecting it? Or you didn't expect
No.
it?
No, like for me, like a year, like I was not suspecting it.
But you had in your mind that like, hey, pues,
we had talked about it before, like in the future, like
Yeah.
it's not like we.
But you were thinking probably like 3 or 4 years later.
Yeah, maybe like 2 years, just like a year, like it went by really fast. So I was not expecting like a proposal.
But I knew she was the one, so yeah.
Yeah.
A ver, tell me how you proposed, bro. How did you, man?
So
Did you cry, bro?
I didn't cry, but I was nervous, super nervous.
It's okay, bro.
So I had some help.
Because I cry, way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
damn it! I was hoping I was not the only one.
damn. I mean, No, I just get super nervous. Yeah, I just get super nervous. But I had some help from some friends who helped me set it up. But on the while they were doing that, we were at the wharf just kind of hanging out, and I was waiting for the text.
The cue.
Yeah, the cue to come over there. And so finally I got the text, and I was trying to be kind of sneaky about it. And so we finally got to the car, and I said, "Hey, do you trust me?" I asked her multiple times if she trusted me.
I was like, what? What do you
And
mean?
yeah.
Trust you? Yeah, but why? Like,
Vas a hacer,
I know,
okay?
yeah.
So then I handed her a blindfold.
Especially when he gave me the blindfold.
Oh,
Like, do you trust me or not?
you felt it right there con el blindfold, right?
Not right away, but then as we were driving there, I was like, oh shoot. I kind of started thinking about it a little bit.
You're like, dices, si digo sí o no? ¿Qué digo?
So then she finally put the blindfold on. We're driving to the location, and I was trying to, I guess, be playful about it, but I was like, oh, someone's gonna come to the car and they're gonna get you. And I was like, just
You're like,
trust
ese
and
es
just
escucha un
follow.
secuestro, eh?
And I was like, just trust and just follow what they tell you to
Yeah.
do, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I was just trying to like mess around, but so then finally, we got there, and so they basically made like a walkway with flowers leading to a heart with a box in the middle.
Damn,
Um,
romantic, bro.
I can't remember what joke we were saying, but it was a pretty good sized box for like the small ring, and so I was waiting for her in the middle of the heart, and
It was her anniversary. I think you were just saying like it was like a gift or something.
yeah, there was something.
You're like, oh.
Yeah, there was something. I forgot what it was that I
Uh-huh.
feel like we're like a term, like a funny
Uh-huh.
term to make her. I don't know. So she wouldn't think it was a ring.
Uh-huh.
So finally, like I was in the middle, and so my friend's wife walked her over to where she was gonna walk to, and finally she took off the blindfold, and so I was just waiting for her, and she started walking through it, and so um she finally met me in the middle, and I was kind of shaky. I think she was shaky too, kind of unsure what was going on. So then I think I don't remember everything I said, but I was like, inside this box is like a gift, and um, like I had a whole thing to share with her, um, and then I started opening it, or I said it was like a box of chocolates or something like that, or I think I
Some
gave her a
more
box of
stuff in there,
chocolates,
yeah.
Mhm.
and then I grabbed the ring and I got down on one knee and I was like, will you marry me? And she said yes.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
said yes.
Yeah, she did.
Here we
And
are.
yeah, here we are.
Nice.
Um,
What year was that?
2017. So we're hitting 9
No,
years.
no, we.
Or when?
20,
Oh, I'm sorry, 2018. Yeah.
2018.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2018.
Yeah.
But you guys were dating for like a year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
before that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanna touch something, talk to something. I don't know, no sé si quieras hablar o quieras abrir.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it briefly before we hit record
Mm-hmm.
about your mom getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
You being her caregiver. Is that okay? You wanna
Yeah,
talk about
that's
it? Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Obviously I'm a cancer survivor. And being a caregiver for somebody that is going through it. I want to hear as a daughter, your viewpoint as a caregiver because when I was going through it, there was times where I was like, damn, dude, like my mom is wiping my butt again, right? My wife is wiping my butt again, right? And it's just like as a man, you never thought you were gonna
Yeah.
be in that situation where you're so weak that you need help, right? So I can only imagine as a daughter going through something difficult like that, It's like, if you want to share?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, sometimes we make plans in our heads or ideas in our heads of how our life is gonna go, right? We think that our parents, are gonna live longer or whatnot. So when something like that happens, I don't think no one expects it to happen. Especially my mom, she was 46 when she was diagnosed. She still
Yeah,
had
she
a
was
lot
young.
of life to live. She didn't have any pre-existing conditions. So it just started as headaches. And so, yeah, we just that day, that we took her to the hospital, it was like, okay, yeah, something's wrong in the middle of the night, the headache and then other symptoms. And so we took her and the ER.
Interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
That night it was kind of crazy though, because for some reason, like my body or my head told me to wake up, and I got the phone call at like 3, 4 in the morning that they were gonna take her mom to the hospital. That something was off.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of crazy, like how I just woke up and then I look at my phone and then I get the phone call. I'm like, what the heck? Like,
Should have
it
called
was
it.
kind of weird. It was
Yeah.
crazy, you know?
Yeah, and then just like they did some scans and stuff, and then the ER doctor comes back, and then I was gonna be the translator for my family, but I could just see the look on his face that it was not good at all. And you think the worst, and in this case, unfortunately, like it was the worst, and like he told me what it was, and I couldn't even like put the words together to tell
Your
my dad, and he's like, okay, we're gonna get a translator. I was like, all right. And I'm looking at the scans, at the brain
Yeah.
scans, and I just see this like mass there, like abnormality, huge abnormality. And I was like, oh my God. And it was, you know, I feel like one of the most difficult days when you get that diagnosis. And it was like a very aggressive brain cancer. So there wasn't really much that they could do. But I feel like we didn't understand it to a full extent, even though during the time we kind of did our research a bit, but we always held hope to the last day. I held hope to the last day that,
Mm-hmm.
maybe she would turn around or something would happen. But being a caregiver was so difficult. So difficult. Like, my mom was a strong woman, she could take care of herself, like you mentioned, and then she needed our help. Um, for showers, for everything, for things that she should have been able to do herself at this age. Yeah, unfortunately, like sometimes that's not even like the most difficult part. It's the support that you don't have from people that you thought that you would have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was the most difficult part. And obviously, my immediate family, my dad and I were the main caregivers, and then my younger sisters would also help. But like people that should have been there for my mother weren't, and for us, and that really, hurt a lot more than anything. But yeah, I mean,
What year was she diagnosed?
she was diagnosed 2021. She was only able to live 10 more months, so she passed away in 2022.
The symptoms that she had, she was just having headaches. That was it.
Yeah, it was just headaches, really. She complained of headaches, and then so she was taking pills, but like it would just come back. And this was for a period of like, I don't know, like maybe a few weeks. And then so she was in Mexico when like these symptoms started. My dad and her were there for 2 months, working on their home. They're trying to build a second story because they knew the family was going to grow, and they were thinking to the future. And so when she got back on the phone, I could tell my mom was acting kind of weird. Like she wouldn't really want to talk to me too much. I don't know why. Like le hablaba, like I would call her and she would want to hang up already. And like, Mom, like I haven't seen you for a while. Like, why do you not want to talk to me?
Was having mood swings.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I didn't know what was going on. But anyway, fast forward, she arrives to the US, and then with these headaches, they wouldn't go away. I'm like, you need to go to the doctor. She went to the doctor, and that they just told her that they were gonna do some blood work. I'm like, and that it was gonna be like the next week. I don't know. I'm like, no, you need more than that. Like something's up. And then we ended up getting the diagnosis because that night, she was saying that, or she got up in the middle of the night with the big headache again, and um, my dad gave her the pill, but my mom kept saying, "Dame la pastilla, give me the pill." My dad's like, "I already gave it to you,"
Yeah.
and I could see it in her mouth, and I was like, "Oh my God, like is she having a stroke or something?" Like I don't know.
Seattle one night, right, or something like
Yeah,
that.
and then like she was raising her hand, but she couldn't see her hand.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, there's something going on with her brain.
It's crazy because when we get symptoms, we never want to address them real quick. You know, I'm guilty as charged of that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my wife, I don't know how advanced I would have gotten, right? But I feel blessed that we caught it on time. But for your mom, I feel like she had those symptoms for a while, but it's just we could, you know, you guys couldn't catch it. It was just like
Yeah.
headaches, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's very difficult, you know, because once it hits so quick, especially that type of aggressive
Yeah.
cancer, you know.
Yeah.
But I agree with you on on what you said about people not being there when you needed them. And I feel like in life, when we go through something so difficult, whether in business, health, or anything, right? I think that's when we find out who's who. We
Yeah.
see, you know,
That's facts.
Yeah, that is when you find out, and it's not just like being there, like, okay, fine if you weren't there, but they actually made it more difficult for us.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna get into detail about that. But yeah, it was very disappointing to
Do you,
say the least.
do you? This is yo lo digo así. Do you take receipts of what you went through and the people that were not there for you? Like for me, I do, and that's one thing that my wife tells me. So you should just let it go. You know, move on. You know, it happened. I'm like, yes, I'm moving on, but at the same time, it's like no se me olvida. You know,
Yeah.
no se me olvida because
Yeah, you forgive, but you don't forget.
yeah, no se
Like
me.
I'm not carrying that with me, like in the sense that I hold grudges. I don't. Um, I forgive, but that's the thing about me. I feel like I'm very forgiving. But things happen once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. When they happen multiple times,
Mm.
I'm done.
Uh-huh.
And you're not even gonna hear from me again. Like no words, like you know what you did.
Yeah,
Like so that's just me. I could be very sweet or very cold depending on how you are.
right.
So like yeah, when like I forgive you, but you're not coming back into my life.
Yeah.
You know? Like I don't know, not unless it's because some people they don't even try to apologize. Like it's not even like that they don't have the words because there's no attempt, there's no regret.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing.
And I agree with you. And I agree with you because it's like the other day, like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I was having this conversation with my buddy. You know, out of everybody, I was the first one he called to give me the good news. Bro, I'm cancer free. Yes. He said, "You're the first one I'm calling, not even my wife." I was like, "Oh, well, call your wife right now." You know what I mean?
You're like, call me back.
Anyways, but we were talking about friendship, you know, and I told him, "Hey, can I ask you something?" He's like, "Yeah." So, did you ever feel this type of way, like we're talking right now, that the people that you thought that were gonna be there for you in your most vulnerable time, that were not there? Do you feel? He's like, "You know what, bro? I felt bad, me daba rabia, but now it's like I let it go.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I let it go, and it's just like we're different. You know, it's
Mhm.
like como hiciste tú, I can forgive,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't forget." For me, it was a little bit more than that. You know, especially when I had someone that I really looked up to, and when they were not there for me, like that let me down so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I felt betrayed. You know, I was like, dude, we've been through so much. You know, and
Yeah.
right now, what it matters, you're like, yeah. So it broke my heart. You know, but it
Yes.
took por un rato sí era rencor, pero little by little I was able to let it go.
Yeah.
Accepted
Yeah.
it. You know, pero
It
a lo
does break your heart.
yeah, a lo que voy is like I do remember, you know, I take receipts, you know, my mom's
Yeah.
like, just let it go, babe. Well, no, no, no. Quieren que vaya allá y ella nunca fue, o él nunca fue a verme, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Para tirarlos, no tirar pedradas, ¿verdad? But
Yeah.
he or she didn't want to go see me or they didn't bother to call me. Well, that's because they didn't want to see you that state, you know, they're used to seeing you so happy. It doesn't matter.
Regardless.
You know what I mean?
Excuse, you know?
And I think that messed me up too because I shut down and the people that did reach out, I rejected them. You know, especially a good friend of mine.
Because you didn't want them to see you.
Engaging video content can drive your business forward. We specialize in creating professional corporate videos and commercials tailored to your brand. Collaborative ideas help display your vision. Let's elevate your business today. LC1 Productions, crafting stories that matter.
Yeah, no quería que me miraran así, you know. And I did shut down the last week. So, anyways, but you know, man, you know, Like
Yeah.
it was, and I'm sure you were a big support system to her. Like how did you dealt with that, bro? Knowing her heart's broken, she's there taking care of her mom, seeing her, break. I'm sure you broke down so many
Yeah, she
times
did. It
with
was
him, because he's your comfort zone, and
it was super tough,
He
honestly,
felt
and
my worst moments.
yeah, it was super tough, and I mean, I don't have many words, but I just wanted to be there for her in every moment that I could
yeah,
possibly be. I mean,
yeah,
we were there till her mom's last moment, and it was I don't know if blessing's the right word, but I wanted to be there for her, like I said, like every
An
step
honor.
of the way possible.
I think that's the word, an honor, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
An honor to
Oh yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. On honor,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So like, you know,
So you were her. He was your big support
He was
system.
my
yeah.
rock.
Yeah,
I just kept trying to pick her up and come on, like,
uh,
hold her hand and just just be there,
yeah, yeah. See,
however I can, whenever I can, and I was
That's all
just
it
always one
takes.
phone
You
call
don't
away,
have words, like there are no words, but
Yeah,
just being there it
it's
means
enough.
everything.
Yeah,
yeah. There won't be words for that, and I didn't have any,
yeah.
but just being there, whether
You,
it was a
you,
phone
you had
call,
no
whatever it
idea,
was.
bro. Just the fact that you were there, it meant the world to her.
Yeah,
Te lo digo because I know how she felt, right? Because even though her world was coming down, dude, and the fact that she know that you were there and she could hug you, for her, that moment, that seconds, that minute, dude, for her meant everything.
yeah,
Like her darkness, the clouds clear right away.
yeah,
That's the way I see it because yo cuando me quería aventar enfrente de un camión, del dolor que tenía, y mirar que mi güey me agarraba la mano y me abrazaba,
yeah,
like, con eso para mí is like I felt home. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I could trust me, dude. I know how you felt. That comfort. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So
absolutely.
all right, let's change the. So that happens. Pasan los años.
Yeah.
You're still doing real estate, yeah, no?
No, yeah, no. We're
Okay.
just 100% focused on junk removal.
So how did that start? Like, how did that idea happen? Like, what were you guys doing? Were you guys watching Netflix? And you're like, hey, let's get big. We're gonna do this, or like, when did you like? Because you already had a business going. You went to real estate, and then obviously this happened, and then it's like, what was it that you're like, okay, I have this other idea I want to move forward with.
Yeah, so um I guess Instagram, right? There's plenty of videos on Instagram, and I used to see some guy who did landscaping, and those videos sometimes are even therapeutic. I would
Yeah.
just sit there and watch some guy doing landscaping, and so I well, my mind, the way it works, it's a little different, right? So I'm always thinking of ideas. So the way it kind of started is actually I was thinking of a detailing business, car detailing. So I was between detailing or at the time, I guess lawn care / landscaping. Like that was my thought, right? So like the I had a name for the detailing, which was very similar to our name now. It was just one word different. It started with Revive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was like, you know what? Like I think I want to do the landscaping stuff, like so I kind of went Revive and Thrive. Revive N, it was with the N.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been kind of changing over time. So it was Revive and Thrive Lawn Care.
Okay.
So I started with that, I was mowing some lawns, just kind of doing my thing,
Uh-huh.
picking up little accounts here and there, dropping off flyers. And
Pero por ese tiempo ya estaban casados o todavía
yes,
no?
we were already married at that
Oh,
time.
okay.
So that's why I kind of, I guess that was another thing too, like, I want to just kind of income producing, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we have bills to pay. So I was like, you know what, let me do something different. She stayed in real estate and I just kind of want to do something different. That was like not real estate, but still in the real estate industry.
Yeah,
'Cause I was still around the same people,
yeah.
So like I said, I was doing the lawn care, and then I got a call one day from a friend, and they were like, "Hey, like I see you're doing this. Like, do you think you can like knock some trees down, clear out the weeds, this and that?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, definitely." Like I went over there, gave him a price. We're
Uh-huh.
just starting, so
Yeah.
he was like, "All right, cool, yeah, let's do it." So we did it. We cleaned up the yard and everything. It was cool, but during that time it was raining. But not only that, like my dad's friend, he would let me borrow his dump trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, he would let me borrow, which I'm super grateful. But it was kind of hard sometimes because I mean he's in construction.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to like
Yeah.
borrow this trailer, and it was just kind of hard. I'd go on Facebook Marketplace, like trying to like rent out a dump trailer. Like I was just trying to do what I can because I'm just trying to get my jobs done, you know. So
Yeah.
like that was the first one, and like there was just more that kept coming up. So then when we were doing the clothing brand, I had my enclosed trailer because we had bought an enclosed trailer. So I was just like thinking to myself, like I said, my mind's always going. I was like, dude, like why am I gonna have that trailer just sitting there when I can sell it, get a dump trailer, and make some money?
Yeah.
And I was like, huh. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna sell it. And like it's kind of crazy. Like Liz always tells me, when you set your mind to something, like
Yeah.
you like your mind, like you just get it done. Like
Yeah.
you don't know how you're gonna do it, but you do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I get in a weird funk and I'm like, all right, I got to get out of it because I know how I work.
Yeah.
And it's been like that all my life. Like when I set my mind to something, I know I'm going to do it, you know?
That's good.
So didn't even, the trailer didn't even last. I sold it and got some money for it. And I'm like, all right, next step, a dump trailer. So like I knew what I wanted.
But when you got the dump trailer, was it because you were gonna start doing junk removal, or was it
No,
because
it's
you're
because
still
of
in
the landscaping
Oh,
stuff.
okay,
Yeah. So I
okay.
wanted to make sure I can haul out
Yeah.
the waste, you know?
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Um,
Okay.
Waste.
I didn't have a truck. I was borrowing my dad's truck.
Uh-huh.
He was super awesome about letting me do that. I had a little Ford Ranger at the time, so that's what I was kind of doing the lawns with, and so he would let me borrow his truck when I needed it. Um, so yeah, so back to the trailer. So one day I was like, damn, babe, like I want to get that dump trailer, you know, like I really want it. So then I started looking. Not even a day or two later, I'm like brand new dump trailer from Gilroy, like got a 6x12, and so like I was super excited about it. So now I'm like hauling with my dad's truck. So then I was landing jobs here and there, you know, like good jobs, and I was
Right.
like, oh shit, you know, like I'm onto something, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, this was all landscaping. So then now that I had the dump trailer, I was like, huh, okay, like why don't I do Revive and Thrive landscaping and junk removal? So now I'm like offering that service, you know. Um, so then we were doing a job one day in Marina, and we had parked the dump trailer with the truck in front of the driveway, and there was sand. So when we were done, we had like a full load on the trailer, like super heavy,
Yeah.
and we were trying to pull the truck out. We got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And so like she's calling me, hey, like how's everything? I'm like, hey, we're good, but we're stuck in front of the house. Like so me and my dad are just trying everything to like get the truck like out of the driveway or out of the grass. And so um I kept telling my dad, I was like, you know what? Like I should probably get a bigger truck and maybe like one with 4x4 just in case this doesn't happen. So like that kind of motivated me to like want to get a bigger truck now. So like I had my dump trailer, you know, I was grateful for my dad letting me borrow the truck. And um one day I finally like went out, got my new truck. It wasn't brand new, but new to me, but
Yeah.
it was a 2500. So like now I'm like I got my full setup, you know. So
Yeah.
um later on, I go and get my business license, and um the city of Salinas, they're like, oh, do you have a contractor license? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, technically you can't have the word landscaping in there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to drop it. Yeah. So at that very moment, I made that decision that I was going to do full on junk removal services. So that's kind of where it stuck to Revive and Thrive junk removal now.
Oh, okay.
So,
But it was just you and your dad first, huh?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And Liz, she would help me out. But with the landscaping, it was like she would come here and there, but it was just my dad and I. They would help me out aside from what he's already doing, which
So-
I'm super grateful.
So at that point, you're like, okay, pues no puedo tener landscape. I'm gonna keep it like this. And
Yeah.
then you decided to just switch just to junk removal.
Correct. Yeah. So like I was like rebranding through the process like
Right.
multiple times because
Yeah.
I went from Revive and Thrive Lawn Care,
Yeah.
Revive and Thrive Landscape and Junk Removal, and then like now I'm like Revive and Thrive Junk Removal. So yeah, I'm just like rebranding like constantly, but I'm not like fully like vested into the business. Like I am and I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to figure things out, like so like yeah, so finally I called her and I was like, hey, so like I had to drop the landscaping part, but now we're just gonna do like junk removal. Like that's all I want to offer. Like so that's kind of where you know
How long
where
ago
we're at.
was this?
This has been within the last 2 years.
Like the where he dropped the landscaping part?
Yeah.
Or just kind of everything.
No, like
Or just
you
a
jumped
junk
the landscaping and you just jumped to.
officially like close to a year,
Like
6 months,
really?
8 months.
Not a year.
No?
Less than a year.
Yeah,
I think
somewhere
it's-
around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of recent.
Recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how was it for you? Like, okay, you were just let's just do it, do it. You
Yeah,
know, is
I
what you
mean,
want to do it.
yeah, I've always like supported him and his endeavors. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'll support you. Like, I'm not afraid to be hands on. Like, with anything, I used to help him like pull weeds or do whatever for when
But
he was doing
you
the
were still doing
lawnmower.
real estate, huh?
And
I
then,
think maybe I still have my
yeah,
license.
because you had helped your client, and I was thinking of offering my landscaping
Yeah,
services to them, so
probably.
you were still doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But at what point you're like, get through this? He's like, you know what? Let me partner with you. I'll help you. I'll go work with you.
It just wasn't making sense anymore. I feel like you feel it when it's time to move on. Like God kind of gives you signs,
Yeah.
and it kind of because I wanted to stay,
Uh-huh.
but I kind of felt like nudges and pushes to just drop it.
Drop it and go with them.
Uh-huh. And so I have my license still. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna let it
Yeah.
go. You never know when you might need it.
Yep.
Mhm.
But yeah, and then since I've always supported him, like okay, let's do this thing, you know. So
How did you feel when I think, oh, let's do it? I'll work with you.
I mean, I'm always happy. It's always a blessing
Yeah.
for her to
No,
support my craziness.
you didn't tell her, hey, te vas a asociar, you're gonna get dirt on your nails, you're not gonna be able to lift anything heavy.
I mean, I take
You
care
didn't
of
warn
her.
her? No?
I mean, no warning. She just would.
She was just down to do it?
Yeah, she was just down to do it. Like that's also something I liked. She's not
Yeah.
down to get down and dirty. Like with that stuff. So I was
yeah.
pretty happy about that. Like, no, she's not afraid to get dirty. Like she would help me on the jobs and still does. Um,
At that moment, dude, when you reached out to her and told her about that, right? And then you were still doing it on your own with your dad
yeah,
until she decided you were getting the hints, like, okay, to go with him, right? When she made the move to go with you full time, bro, did you guys feel scary or did you guys feel like, "Hey, this is exciting? We're actually doing this."
both.
yeah. I was gonna say both. I mean,
It's scary starting a business from scratch because there's no guarantees.
yeah,
Mhm.
There's no guarantees, but it's exciting because of the potential that it could be something successful, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
It is gonna be successful.
yeah,
yeah,
It
yeah,
is gonna be
no,
absolutely, yeah.
successful. Yeah.
No, yeah, we're
but when you're starting out, especially, you just don't know,
Yeah.
if it's gonna work out or not work out. But
well,
now we feel it, that
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just something we are talking about before we started recording or during, or if you've already mentioned it, but it's like once again like the unknown, right? Or the doubts that
Yeah.
always come in. Like
Yeah.
there's nights where I'm just like, I mean, I've had my moments, like it's not easy. Business is not easy, and a lot of people, I'm not sure if they realize that sometimes, but I'm sitting at home and I'm just like, I'll have a little bit of anxiety, just kind of thinking about everything, and I'm just like, I've had moments where I just look at Liz and I tell her, I'm like, dude, like, what are we doing? What am I doing? Like, am I doing the right thing? Like,
Mhm.
and then the next day I wake up, I'm like, no, we're good. Like, let's keep going.
But just know, bro, that's normal. Everybody goes through that. Even the most successful entrepreneur out there went through what we are going through.
Yeah.
We went through because I have those thoughts too. When I'll go do like I said last week, I had one, and I did a lunch and learn for teachers, right? And only 7 teachers signed up, which was good because I only had to buy 7 sandwiches versus
Yeah.
since I'll buy like 20, 30, 40 sandwiches, right? And I was telling my buddy Rudy, which is my mentor and good friend of mine. He's all like, dude, 7 sandwiches, bro. One of those 7 could be the biggest deal you need.
Absolutely.
True.
So, dude, if look at it this way, it's good. You don't have to waste that much
Yeah.
money.
Mhm.
And it also is good because you might hit a home
Yeah.
run. Don't lose hope. Don't lose
Yeah.
faith.
Mhm.
It's like, thanks, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm a big believer. Like, you guys surround with people that are good-minded people.
Yeah.
People are gonna push you. You know?
Absolutely. And
And
that's
then,
why.
Maybe I can touch on something really quick. We've been through different jobs, different careers, and sometimes your brain is like you failed, but no,
Yeah.
like everything that we have done has brought us to this point, and all the knowledge has compounded and has helped us
Yeah.
up until this point. And not just the knowledge, but the connections that we have made in real estate. We met so many wonderful people. And through real estate and through me opening up my social media to post now for real estate, because I told you I had like a private
Yeah.
account,
Yeah.
um, people started seeing me and noticing me. And so actually Armando and Cedric came up to us at an event at Ricky's event
Yeah.
before we knew a lot,
That's
about
how we all.
Ricky or had met Ricky.
Uh-huh.
Um, at the sports complex, and they came up and said hi and like, oh, come to our table. And that's how we met them. That's how we got introduced
That's
into
how we
the
all got
rotary.
plugged
Oh,
in.
nice. Yeah.
So like I mentioned, like, I mean, no regrets. Everything that we have done, whether it worked out or not, has brought us to this point. It has opened so many doors. You're talking about the Rotary
Yeah.
earlier. It's
We've met some
one of
great
our
people
biggest
because of it.
blessings.
Yeah.
So we're yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like touching back on the business, like it gets a little lonely sometimes. Like, I'm gonna use the word average, because the average friend, or just the regular person, just kind of works their 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, as we were saying,
8 to 5, bro.
8 to 5. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, so like they're just work, get out, and that's it, But like kind of going back to it, like it feels lonely because I don't think everyone understands you sometimes, right? So like I kind of start feeling a little lonely, like, and after we joined the club, being in Rotary, like just kind of being surrounded by like business owners, like you hear their stories and it's like so similar.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, damn, like it's just me. Like I beat myself up. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, like it's tough sometimes, like all these things. But like being around like minded people has like really made a
Yeah, it
difference in
makes
the
a
journey,
yeah,
like,
it does. It does.
like, and it's like helped us thrive a lot more, and as
Yeah.
cliche as that sounds, thrive and thrive, but like, yeah, we're thriving like because of it,
Yeah.
and we're super happy about it. And we.
Dude, I see it. I love seeing you guys' video. I love seeing what you guys up to. And then you guys drop real facts like the one that you guys did about why our charges, why our fees are
Oh, the
Oh
fuel,
yeah, the
the,
fuel.
the fuel. It's a good point. The way you guys did it, that's awesome because a lot of people are like, um, like, se me hace muy caro, I'll just go with
Yeah,
someone else. Like, dude, you don't know the ins and outs.
yeah,
You don't know everything. Como la otra vez, mi wife le hizo una decoración a una señora, ex coworker, ex boss, right? And she's like, well, how much is it gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be $700. Why so much? I could have got somebody else. They were paying like 300. My wife felt bad. She's like, okay, give me 300. But that was what my wife was learning. I was like, no, we
yeah,
gotta make contracts. No, I see behind the scenes, you're all night
yeah.
yeah,
building those balloons. Your hands hurt, and it's
yeah,
just like no, So there's always gonna be people like think like that, but what you guys did on that video, oh, I loved it because
yeah,
es cierto, people no mira que hey, si te cobro tanto, I gotta make a little bit extra for
yeah.
gas,
Well, that's the thing. People think
Yeah.
like, oh, they're gonna keep everything. No, like I got insurance to pay. We're licensed and insured. Like we got the
Yeah.
diesel. We have the wear and tear of the truck, the trailer. Like
Yeah.
there's so many other fees that people do not realize. There's dump fees. Like I'm paying like a bunch of money for diesel right now. Like that's something we have to
Yeah.
factor in. Like, but people think like
And then
just the other day we
labor,
had a
too. There's
guy.
so many things.
Somebody messaged us and they're like how much you charge, and I think we're charging the minimum. So
Yeah.
we have to have a minimum,
Right.
So we gave him the price and he was like, oh, never mind, it's fine. Like someone else is gonna do it for cheaper. And I'm like,
Okay, cool.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, that's fine. But like between us, we're like, I'm wondering how the other person is like running their business or how they're staying afloat. Cause I'm like, to make $80, like you're paying dump fees, you're paying gas. Like how much are they staying with? What, $10?
So there's
$5?
there's
I'm
always
like, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's always gonna be people like that. I remember when my mom, my dad always been entrepreneurs. My dad had a trucking business. He had like 15, 16 trucks. When it's peaked, a lot of drivers are like, "Oh, well, Jose could do it. Andrini could do it." He's an Andrini, right? I could do it. So they started getting their own trucks, and then they'll hustle the brokers. Oh, well, if Trini's doing it for this, I do it for less. It's like, and como dijiste tú, how are you making money to pay your payment del troque, de la aseguranza and all that? Like you're probably even not making a profit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You probably were making more money working for us than,
Yeah.
So I'm
Exactly.
just like, I say raza, bro. There's
Yeah.
people like that. I mean, we've seen it on my wife's business, like when we have to commute, like
Yeah.
in San Jose, they'll pay you over there, dude.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We charge driving time.
oh yeah, go for it. You know what I mean? But here is just like, oh, I saw so and so, she does it for less. Can you match it? Oh, I'm sorry, man, we don't.
Yeah.
You know, and my wife eventually developed that. Like, no, this is my business.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's like, yeah.
we've started developing that. I've turned down some pretty big jobs that I'm just like, no, I can't.
'Cause
Like,
they try to
It
hustle
doesn't
you.
make sense.
yeah,
Yeah, they
it
try to
doesn't make
hustle
sense to me.
you. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they try to hustle you, dude, and it's just like one of the persons that kept me on my toes all the time was Juan, and he also, you know, kind of mentored my wife too on the business. Like, hey, you gotta stay firm. You know,
yeah,
people are gonna see your quality and they're gonna want to go with you, and
yeah,
people are gonna not want to pay for it. That's fine. You gotta be okay with
yeah.
saying no.
Not
But
everyone's going to be your client, right?
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah,
we're in the direction we're headed. We're building something long term. You know,
yeah.
we're really in it for the long run. So
What one is one of the sacrifices you guys have done starting this journey?
I feel like, you know, when you want to start a business, I feel like a lot of people do it to achieve time freedom, financial freedom. That's also our goal, but at the start it's difficult. You know, there's not much time freedom that you have, not much financial freedom because you're investing everything that you have, your time, your energy into your business.
Mm-hmm.
So a sacrifice has been, you know,
yeah,
time and finances and stuff, you know, to
It's kind of like the video you guys did. Oh, we're getting a coffee break.
yeah,
Because we're getting ready for tomorrow.
yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
need it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Okay, all right, I see that. I see. Um, what's harder for you guys, like, you know, to distinguish between marriage and partnership in the business, or you guys are just
I want to say we're pretty good about it,
nice?
As
but
crazy as it sounds, but yeah,
but
Yeah.
like you mentioned, like sometimes we have our strengths and um I have my ideas and I could be like a little bit like stubborn. So when it comes to like social media and stuff, sometimes like he'll want to like tell me how to do things, but I'm like, you know what? No, I got it. Like, no, I think I trust myself on this, you know, like
So you don't trust him or
no,
what?
yeah, no, like I take his opinion, but like
I hardly
sometimes
post.
I just know that my way is gonna be a bit better.
No, and she's not wrong. I mean,
It's not, bro. 'Cause
if I was
we've seen
right,
it,
I'd be
yeah.
posting all the time. But guess
Yeah.
what? I don't. I'm very uncomfortable with like being on
Uh,
camera. Like the way my brain works is like when I'm there to work, I'm there to work.
yeah,
So like she has to ground me sometimes. Like, hey, like we got to create content. You know, like
and that's
this is
good.
content. So like she has been my grounding person to like slow down a little bit because I'm just like, all right, cool. Like we're here. Like, hey, how are you doing? Like I'm the people's person, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
talking to
yeah,
people.
yeah.
So like I'll talk to people and then like I just want to get to the job and then like all right, like it was a good talking to you, like let's go.
Yeah.
But like she's like,
Yeah.
hey, like let's slow down a little, like let's create content, like let's make it fun, like, and I'm like, okay, yeah, like so like I've
Yeah.
kind of learned to do that now,
Because
like
I feel like I have like different ideas sometimes,
You have the
and maybe
creative side. You have the
yeah,
creative side.
yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe like sometimes he was thinking maybe very traditional, very serious.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like I just I see other junk removal companies and I see us and we're different.
Yeah.
You know, like there's just different things about us. It's not one thing. There's multiple things that like make us different. And I'm not looking at them to want to be like them. It's like the opposite. Like, you know, how can we be different? How can we stand out? You know, although like some of those things just come naturally, like it's not something that you can like replicate. Like,
yeah,
Well, I'll tell you right now. You guys are not doing nothing different. You guys are just being yourself, and
yeah,
people are seeing that and they're liking that.
yeah,
yeah,
You guys are not pretending to be somebody. You guys are not
exactly.
putting
yeah,
scripts. You're just being you guys, and people dive into that. You know, and
yeah,
Exactly.
so
And
that
that's
makes you
what
different from the competition. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
everybody else, I bet you, they're just like, oh, I just picked up a dub and dropping it off. That's it.
The usual stuff.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
guys are
like,
being more like more you guys. You know what I mean? Like the video you guys did, like, oh, we're drinking a coffee, taking a break because tomorrow's a busy day.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Those guys don't do that. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
unique.
exactly.
Do you guys sometimes take work home, or you guys separated when you guys get home?
I feel like we're kind of thinking about work 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna let her answer first, but
Yeah.
like I said, I'll go back to my brain. The way it works, like works on my mind all the time. I try, like, just lately, I've tried to like do my best to like try to separate or just kind of cut it out. I mean, we got two phones now.
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to like learn to like, hey, like work is done for the day. Like let's just like us time, like let's just leave that for tomorrow. Like it'll be there.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to learn how to
But
like
then she's over here
take
creating
some boundaries
content.
out.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
my brain's always going to like, what are we gonna like create next and stuff like that. But like you mentioned, or we mentioned, like I'm creative, so I genuinely like enjoy it. It's demanding.
Yeah.
It's time consuming. It's takes a lot of brain power, and
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh my god, my eyes are getting dry from looking at the screen for so long because I'm always like working on something, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
my brain's just always going. Like
Yeah.
I'm always just thinking of like my next move, my next
Yeah.
move, my next move. Like
That's good
it's
though.
just always like that. It's good, but it's
Yeah.
bad, like and once again, like
I don't think it's bad, bro, because you guys are
I guess she understands me, like
yeah, you're young. You guys understand each other. You guys have the same vision, same goal.
yeah.
It is rare when you got a couple that is on the same page,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So if there's been a time where it gets heavy on both of you guys, right, or either one of you guys, you know, what do you guys do to like overcome that?
So thankfully, like thank God, usually it's one or the other and not both
Yeah.
at the same time. So whenever I'm feeling down or whenever he's feeling down, like I motivate him again, like, no, 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 like don't think about it this way, like we got this, we can do this, like it's gonna get better. We encourage and
Yeah.
motivate each other, and we're very respectful towards each other. We don't, no nos faltamos al respeto.
Yeah.
Tenemos muy buena comunicación, and we love each other more than anything. So honestly, like bringing work home or anything like that, it doesn't like affect our marriage because we're both passionate about our business and
Yeah.
our life together, and so it's not difficult. Not that there isn't challenges, but it's not difficult
Yeah. I
for
mean,
us
yeah.
personally.
I mean, I think I've had the harder time, so she's always picked me up. Like she's just
That's
like,
good.
babe, like let's keep going, just because like it's different as a man sometimes, because
Yeah.
in the world we're supposed to be the breadwinner. So like,
Yeah.
sometimes starting the business, having to like keep going with the business, like it can be a little tough sometimes, So like
Yeah.
it's a little harder sometimes. So like I said, I've had my doubts, I've had my hard moments, I've had so many different things. And she's like, "Hey, you got this. I believe in you. Like,
That's
no, no
good.
te preocupes. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it."
And
So I was
as a
like,
man, we need to hear that. We need to hear that,
"Yeah," because
because
I beat myself up sometimes.
yeah, dude, like I don't want to bring age right now, but how old are you, bro?
I'm 32.
Okay, you're young. Fuck, I'm old. But a lo que voy is the following, bro. Like for different generations, we tend to grow up in an environment where we as men are have to hold the fort. With that, we
Yeah,
have like stop being a little diva,
yeah,
figure it out, suck it up, move forward. So we
exactly.
were taught like don't show your feelings because it's weakness, right?
Hmm.
But as a man, if we have a partner that's telling us, babe, keep pushing through, everything's gonna be fine. It's not that you're being weak towards your woman or you don't want your woman to see you as a weak individual, but it's just we need that support.
Yeah,
We need our comfort zone. You know what I mean? We need our little safe place. Like que nos digan our babes, like, hey, babe, don't worry, it's gonna be cool. Si no te quiso comprar esa persona, te va a salir otra. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and I'm
exactly.
gonna share. I guess earlier you asked about getting emotional. Like
Yeah.
there's little things that we share with each other on Instagram just to kind of like sometimes give each other some like little support or like
Uh-huh.
some little words of wisdom or whatever it might be or something that we just might need to hear
Uh-huh.
that like maybe you come across on Instagram, and so like there has been a moment where like she sent me something and it just kind of hit me, because I needed it at that moment and it did
Yeah.
make me want to like tear up a little bit, or I did probably,
Yeah.
um but yeah, like those words like sometimes help, like because yeah, it's not easy sometimes, and
Yeah.
I just got to keep pushing forward. And sometimes I tell her, like I just want to block everything out, all the emotions, and just keep going because like there's no time for it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so just like go, 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 like
There's no time to bleed.
Mm.
yeah, exactly. Just pick yourself up and keep going. So
Liz, let me ask you this question.
Mm.
In this line of business that you are, what is something that you feel people will underestimate women in this line of business?
I feel like people, and maybe sometimes ourselves, we underestimate, the extent of the things that we can do. For example, like I don't know if you saw this post, but about me, um, ¿cómo se dice?
Backing up the
Backing
trailer.
up the trailer,
Yeah.
backing up the truck into the trailer. Um, so basically, he was busy, and my father-in-law were gonna run to the dump to unload the trailer so we can go do another job.
Uh-huh.
And so my father-in-law, when I got to where we have the trailer, he was busy. He hadn't arrived yet, and so I was like, we were on a time crunch. We're trying to make it to the dump.
Yeah.
I already had the mindset like I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna try to hook up the trailer. A ver qué pasa,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to back it up at least, and
Uh-huh.
he'll help me the rest of the way. And I got it on the first try, like super perfectly aligned. And I see these guys working together to align it,
Yeah.
and I did it on my own.
Wow.
And
Not that I can't, but it just
No,
makes it
yeah, no.
easier.
It takes a while, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I can do it, but sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah.
longer,
Yeah.
like,
We want to be quick, so it just makes it easier to have
to
some.
say that you can't, but
Yeah.
I'm just explaining like I got off.
So she has bragging rights.
And
Yeah,
I-
that's
the
cool.
first
I'll
time.
give it to her. Yeah, I mean, I was about to say at the camera, like, it was a genuine reaction on the text message, like, you got that? Like, on your own?
you did
Like,
it all on your own, yeah.
that's crazy. Like, I couldn't believe it.
So yeah, basically like you won't know like until you try, and that's something that I love about him, that I'm very like, not that I won't try things, but he like encourages me to really do something, if it was gonna take me like a year to try something I'm scared of, he freaking encourages me. And so um yeah, so I was able to do that, but that was like built from like of
Yeah.
times of where he encouraged me to like learn how to drive a dirt bike and let's go mountain biking, like things that like would scare me and I probably wouldn't do on my own, or were like my girlfriends or something like that.
Yeah.
Like um
Got you out of your comfort zone.
yeah, exactly. He really gets me out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I mean, I feel like people probably do underestimate women, or like I said, we underestimate ourselves sometimes, but I think there's a lot that we can do. We just have to be willing to try and be willing to fail,
Yeah.
but it's not really failure. It's just like stepping stones, for your growth. And growth is not linear.
Mhm.
There's going to be ups and downs, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, as long as you don't give up and keep going, you're going to get somewhere.
Guys, stay tuned when you see Liz driving that truck and trailer, because we're going to be showing her how to drive that thing next. So stay tuned for those videos, Jose.
You know what's crazy, dude? I had a truck. It was a lifted truck. I love my truck, dude. I miss it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy my wife a trailer. Well, not in close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna wrap it, and I'll go help her out. And she was all for it, bro. And then I came to realization. I was like, what about if there comes a day that I can't go with her?
Yeah.
You know, because technically before she'll hire her tia. Her tia has a wedding decoration business.
Mm-hmm.
And she has like 2 vans. So, pero le tenía que pagar a la tía,
Yeah.
and then pay her gas for the other van
Mm-hmm.
to use her van. So I was like, and then she ended up getting pretty big in San Jose, bro. So she had to drive a lot, right? So, anyways, I was like, dude, I saw her suffer.
Yeah.
Especialmente para el Día de las Madres, Valentine's, like, dio como unos 30, 50, 60 trips home, pick up balloons, go deliver and come back. We live in Gonzales, right?
Damn,
She was delivering
crazy.
to Hollister, King City, and I was like, looked at my truck, I was like,
Like, I'm gonna have to do it.
what I had to do is I pulled the plug, dude, pull the
man.
trigger, I sold it. I could have gone the trailer to give me comfort, but
Yeah.
screw it. So I ended up getting a cargo van. Oh, ahorita anda bien contenta ella,
Su van,
chinga,
huh?
con su van. And she's not good on backing up, even with the van. Y luego la van tiene como like the rear view.
Oh, yeah,
There's a
yeah.
little camera right there. So I bought this, I forgot what kind of brand is it, but it's a camera, front dash cam.
Yeah.
And then connects it to the back, so she sees everything.
So it's good, huh?
Ahora sí no se puede reversear. So I was like, oh, it was a good thing I didn't get the trailer back, because even though if I would have trained you, the truck is lifted. He
Yeah.
can't turn the radio like a
it doesn't
regular.
have.
Yeah. So I was like,
Difficult.
yeah, it would have been difficult for her. And I remember one time I was driving a trailer from her work, and I was like, try it. And she tried to do the turn, y no le hizo muy wide, y banqueteó la
Clip
trailer.
the.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Porque yo soy hijo de trailero, bro. Eso sí.
So you know.
Oh, I'm like,
I don't want to sound cocky. I'm the shits driving a trailer.
It's all good.
I had an acquaintance that he was taking his test to be a firefighter engineer.
Okay.
He was gonna drive the truck.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I'll run circles all over you.
Dude,
fools
that's
with
how
the-
I am. So
with
like,
the freaking trailer. And I said, let's do it. I remember I asked one of my buddies, "Hey, bro, no, at work we have a bobtail, a little we call it yard goat, and we
Yeah.
53-foot trailer, dude. Claro, como si nada. You know what I mean?
that's how I am.
And I was like, dude, let's do it, bro. I'll meet you guys in the airport when you're testing, dude. I'll do the same thing you guys are doing. You know what I mean? Because at the
Yeah.
back of the fire truck, they have a dude driving in the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
And I was like, dude, even with that guy, bro, I'll take you guys all out.
Yeah. Shoot, I hear you on that. Yeah, because I'm the same way. My dad showed me how to drive with the trailer at such a young age.
Yeah.
So like, I'm a master at like backing up that trailer, and I constantly tell her, I'm like, I'm not afraid. I'll get in a semi too, and
Yeah.
I'll back that thing up like nothing. So I'm like, I'm so confident in that too.
Es que mi dad me ponía, dice, órale, reversate el troque ahí en el dock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I got the fear out of the way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's awesome. I'm proud of
Yeah.
proud
So I'm
of
gonna be showing her. now.
proud husband right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, damn, I went pretty much over everything I was gonna ask you guys, but where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, whatever we're doing, I think hopefully we're gonna achieve our goals that we have. I don't want to get too much into detail, but you know, achieve that time freedom, that financial freedom.
Grow the business.
Yeah.
Pero también no les olvide tomarse un tiempecito, take a little break.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, make sure you have your dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. We don't miss
This-
those.
There was a point of me and my wife were just working, and then we'll go home, and we'll just go to the grocery shopping, and then we'll get home, and yeah,
Yeah, I hear you. That was
yeah. And I was like, okay, baby, this is not normal, dude. Like,
Yeah, no.
that happened to us for a bit
Yeah.
too. There was a while where llegaba a la casa, llegaba, me iba, like just to pick up things, like continue working. Like I was just gone all day. I'd get home, sleep, same thing next day.
yeah.
Like I wasn't giving her any time. Like she was being super patient with me. Like just working all day. Like working
Well,
all
Alicia
day.
is being patient. My wife would be
Yeah.
like, no, pues ya quédate allá en la oficina.
Yeah,
Ahora yo te tocó, hija, duérmete
that's
allá.
what I'm
Like,
saying. Like she's super supportive and like, you know, she's very understanding. So like, yeah, I mean, like, she's always so supportive, which is huge to me.
That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna say this though. I admire you guys a lot. You know what I mean? You guys have a genuine relationship,
Thank you.
and
Thanks, Jose.
I do see you guys becoming bigger than what you guys are right now. You know, especially with her creative side
Yeah,
with social
absolutely.
media.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. You know, you're not doing anything wrong. You guys are being yourself, and I think that's what people need to see nowadays. You know, because a lot of people are trying to copy someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's a trend. Let me try it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just like, nah, dude. You know, do
Yeah.
your own sauce, right?
Yeah.
I know there's this one guy that is from Salinas. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't wanna. But you know, he's been trying to do one thing, y como que no pega muy bien.
Mhm.
But now he went into a different journey. You know what I mean? And I'll let you guys know off camera. Y ya como que se está pegando. Y de ahí se está agarrando. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pero he's going the same trend that everybody's going. you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, I asked this question to all my guests. I'm gonna ask you first. No, ladies first.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time, right, and see little Liz Chiquita, ¿qué le dirías? What would you say to her?
Damn. That's a emotional question. I would say you got this. You're gonna go through some very difficult things. But you're strong, and at the end of the day, it's gonna make you who you are. It's just a beautiful person inside and out.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you can do whatever you set your mind to. Thank you. Um, you're gonna have a loving and supportive husband in marriage. So you can do it. Keep going, and I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of every version of me and you that has gotten us up until this point, and I can't wait to see the amazing things that you're gonna do moving forward.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. I know I always get everybody on this one question, bro.
I know.
sorry.
It's a tough one, but
What would you say to your young self, bro?
Damn, that's a tough one. It's hard sometimes. It's hard. I'm terrible with words sometimes, but just say never give up. Just keep going and stick to your guns and just keep showing up and just don't worry about what anyone else has to say and just keep doing you and just keep going. Don't turn back and
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
That's good,
you're gonna
bro.
be proud of the person you're gonna become.
That's good. What advice would you guys give to any couple out there that wants to start a business together?
That they can do it. They need to be very supportive towards each other, hear each other out. Think respect is huge. Nowadays, I see that some people don't respect their partners, and it's at the core of, I feel like, everything else working out. If you love and value and respect your partner, I think that's really the core of the business and everything else that you guys want to do together. Um, and also spend time together. I love spending time with him no matter what we're doing, whether we're working or whether he has a hobby. I'm willing to learn. And, I think that really helps our relationship too, not just like, oh, this is who I am and what I like to do. I feel like it really helps when you're willing to enjoy each other's interests.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's huge. Yeah, to be able to share things.
Mm-hmm.
Personally for me is obviously they always say communication is key, right? But number two for us is also understanding, right? Because you can communicate all you want, but like if you don't understand, like
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of out the door, So
Yeah.
like try to communicate and understand one another where each one is kind of coming from to be able to find like a common ground. But yeah, I mean, I would just say go all in and just be patient with one another and just be supportive is what I would tell them.
Nice. I love those answers. Last one. Obviously the name of the podcast is Live Life. Like I said earlier, that was my metaphor when I was going through my journey.
Yeah.
I would like to hear you, both of you, answer as far as what would live life means to you guys.
So living life is just enjoying what you love to do, just um don't worry about what people have to say, just do you and just live life, like
Yeah.
do things that you want to do, go travel, enjoy whatever hobby it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to do, just live life and just do it, honestly. Like
Mm-hmm.
start a business, I don't know, just whatever it is you want to do, just do it. Like just
Yeah.
live life and have fun.
Okay.
I like that.
Go with that.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, same thing. Wake up every day. Be grateful to be here every day. Sometimes we take life for granted. I feel like those of us who have been through hardships kind of are better at being grateful for every day. But wake up with a good attitude and don't pay attention to the little things that don't matter. And yeah, try new things. Do it scared and um, spend time with your loved ones and have fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just to close it out, platform is yours. If you guys want to let everybody know where they could find you, if they want to hire you for services, go for it.
Yeah, so more than anything, first I want to say thank you, Jose,
Thank
for
you, Jose.
having the opportunity to be here with the Live Life podcast with
Mhm.
you, for you sharing such kind words with us. You know, a ti también porque eres tú se te hace fácil because you're a genuinely good person to say these things, but not everyone is willing to share really like, oh, you guys are a great couple or things like that, So those words really like mean a lot to us. So thank you, Jose.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And yeah, you guys could find us on Instagram. What's our Instagram?
It's RT Junk Removal 831 on Instagram.
Yeah, and then we have a website that's coming too. It's a work in progress, but that is
Revive and Thrive drunkremoval.com. And then you can also give us a call, 831-235-8146.
yeah. But I mean, if you find our Instagram, you're gonna get to know a little bit more about us, who we are, our personalities, and then from there you'll be able to access our website or other links too.
Yeah, we're also working on a little project too. Well, not a project, but follow us. You're gonna see, what is it?
Well, I was gonna talk to you a little bit about it. How you said like, oh, you be yourself. So I just had this idea. We went to the beach the other day. I don't know if you saw our story. We put a little bit like of a sneak peek of a background of the beach, and then we put beach talks with Revive and Thrive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna be
sweet.
doing like little fun things,
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
yeah. Maybe it could be a little series. I don't know, guys. Go check it
Awesome.
out.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
know. We just started playing with that, and it's kind of cool. I actually
Hey,
had fun.
go for it. I can see.
Yeah.
I can see it. I'll tune in.
It's because we like to go to the beach,
That's when the
after-
ideas come up, huh?
Exactly, yeah.
We're in the
And
car.
we always-
the deep conversations.
We have our drive. We have our drive every day, and we'll sit there at the beach to finish our drive, and then maybe get some dinner after or whatever it might be. But yeah, she came up with the beach talks.
Hell
with
yeah.
Revive and Thrive. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. We're gonna be doing that, guys. It'll be
Nice.
something fun,
Yeah.
Get to know us a little bit more too
Yeah.
through that, and just little fun things with the junk removal and all that good stuff. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
Can't wait to
so-
hear it. Can't wait to hear and see it.
yeah,
All right?
definitely.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Again, if you guys want your trash or anything you have at home that you guys just been piling it up, and the husband keeps telling you, I'll do it later, and that later never comes, hit up Revive Thrive
Junk removal.
Junk Removal. They'll come to your house, load up everything, and then you don't have to worry about it no more. All right. So just make the phone call,
Exactly.
make it happen. And they're locally here from 831. What's the farthest you guys go?
Well, we cover all of Monterey County. I mean, we're Carmel.
All 831.
Yeah.
All 831.
Like 3-1, yeah.
Surrounding areas.
South County to
Yeah.
whatever 831 ends.
If we have to, we'll go to Gilroy.
There you go.
So
There you go. What else
give
do
us
you
a
want?
call.
The job makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to get rid of all your stuff, hit them up. They're ready to rock and roll. And then again, it was an honor to have you guys here. It was
Thank you,
an honor
Jose.
to build this friendship,
Thank you.
this
Absolutely.
relationship. I'll thank you to Elsa Rotary, and then also being able to see a power couple, and I can't wait to continue to see you guys' growth to success. And obviously, our little Thursdays getaway here at the club.
Know that.
Yeah, and I just can't wait to keep building this relationship. I told my wife, you gotta meet them. They're
Yeah.
such
Well,
a-
we got to have that podcast.
yeah,
And your wife and us again. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll talk about relationships, how it is, how
Yeah.
we interact. I think that'll be a good one.
Definitely.
And then thank you for guys being here. Thank you for trusting me,
Yeah. Thank you, Jose.
taking the time to be here. I hope you guys enjoy that cafe from Amor de Café
It was
from
delicious.
Gonzales,
I already
California.
finished it. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
check out that commercial that my boy Luis did. Awesome commercial. They're located in Gonzales, California, right on Alta Street. Mom and pops, they take pride on the coffee. I mean, they're getting better and better. Today I tried the mocha latte or ice macchiato. I can't even say it, but anyways, it was ice and it was really good, delicious. I always get the Spanish latte. That's my go-to.
The
There you go.
churro one's amazing.
Really, I hadn't even tasted.
Nice.
They had an energy.
Latte, yeah, it was good.
They had energy drinks now, and I was like, should I get one? Should I get one? I was like, nah, because I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
to sleep, right? But I know Luis had the Abuelita Cafe ice with a shot of espresso.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and he had a burrito too. Yeah, and also again, I apologize.
My boy Tank's over there taking a nap after a long day of work at home of doing nothing. So if you hear that snoring in the background, again, it's my dog, you know. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next episode, and we're out.
Right here in Gonzales, there's a place built with love, family, and community. Amor de Café isn't just coffee. It's where your day starts with warmth. From the rich aroma of fresh brew to the smiles behind the counter, everything here is made with heart. It's where conversations begin, where regulars feel like family. Amor de Café. Made with love, served with heart. Come visit us at 144 Alta Street in Gonzales.